So this video is going to be a nice quick one. I'm going to go through the predicted British and Irish Lions starting 15 as voted by yourselves. There's 700 respondents as of the time of recording, so I thought that's a good time to go through these results. I haven't seen them yet. Let's have a look at them live on the screen and see who you've picked. So loose head prop, no surprise, it's Andrew Porter. And the question I posed is anyone going to displace any of these Irish players? So not at loose head. We do have Genge a few votes. We do have Schumann a few votes, but 80% Andrew Porter. Hooker, yes, Dan Sheehan, 82%. And then tight head, Tyg Furlong. So no one getting anywhere near displacing these Irish guys. Backups, we've got Fagerson as the backup there. And we've got Theo Dan as the backup there. That's the guy I'd gone for. That's interesting. And Genge the backup there. So the Irish guys to start, and then Genge and Dan and Fagerson to come on. Second rows, of course, pick two, and we have got Maro Itoje and Tyg Byrne. Those were the two guys I went for. You've gone for them as well, but plenty going for young George Martin. Given a year, will he be overtaking the likes of Maro Itoje? That is definitely possible, and also plenty for Joe McCarthy. So those are the four outright leaders. It looks like either Martin or McCarthy on the bench from this vote, but maybe in a year, maybe it will be Martin and McCarthy starting. Moving to blindside flanker, and this one is very competitive. Another Irish guy, Caelan Doris, he wins out starting at 6 on 23%, but close behind is Courtney Laws. Now, he's not going to be playing in England next year, but he will still be available, and many of you still want him. We've also got Ben Earl, we've got Jack Morgan, a few votes for Chandler Cunningham South, so definitely very competitive, but Caelan Doris gets it. Maybe Courtney Laws comes on the bench covering second row and back row. On to open side flanker, and it's still competitive, but we do have a win for Josh van der Fleer on 36%, and close behind is Ben Earl, so maybe Ben Earl goes on the bench. On to number 8, and we've got a two-horse race between Doris and Ben Earl. Who takes it? Well, Ben Earl on this vote takes it. Are more English voting on this one? I don't know, but if Caelan Doris is starting at 6, that solves a problem. So Ben Earl starts at 8. I think we've got a clear winner here with Caelan Doris starting at 6, Josh van der Fleer at 7. Ben Earl was second there anyway, so Ben Earl on the bench. Who is going to be my back row replacement? Well, if I've got George Martin or Joe McCarthy as the replacement second row, then maybe we have Courtney Laws as well as a replacement back row and another second row. Maybe we take a third back row. Maybe we take Jack Morgan and go for a 6-2 split. That could be a way to go. Anyway, let's scroll down and have a look at the back. Scrum half. Is it going to be Gibson Park? Well, of course it is. 86%. No one else even close. It looks like Alex Mitchell is just sneaking there into second place, and Ben White. So one of those two covering the bench. Mitchell on this vote. Fly half. I generally haven't looked at this. Is it going to be Finn Russell, or do you not trust him? Are you going for someone else? Let's have a look. Well, somebody's got 60%. And it is Finn Russell. You're saying, give the keys to Finn Russell. I'm sure he'll play exactly how Andy Farrell tells him to play, because he knows this is a big deal. Second place is Owen Farrell. You have recalled him from France. So Finn Russell starts and Owen Farrell on the bench. Then we've got Crowley getting a few, Marcus Smith getting a few, and the others as well. So that's pretty interesting there. But yeah, start for Russell, Farrell on the bench. Lots of experience there. Inside centre, it's a big win for someone, and it is Bundyaki. He has been absolutely amazing. He's getting a bit older, into his 30s, but he hasn't slowed down yet. Who's second? Tuipulotu. He's a guy who's been playing really well, but can he displace Bundyaki? So another Irishman in there. Outside centre, this looks competitive. Who's on nearly 40%? It is Gary Ringrose. So Aki and Ringrose, they combine. Second place could have a chance on the bench. Ollie Lawrence has got some votes there, 16, 17%. Hugh Jones has been on fire. And Tuipulotu, again, he's got to be close. Who goes on the bench? Maybe it's someone who can cover the outside back. So maybe Hugh Jones goes on the bench for that versatility. And picking two wingers, what have we got? Yes, James Lowe, he is there on nearly 70% of the vote, or nearly 68% of the vote. So he's one starter. And you're going for the machine, Duan van der Merwe. Many of you predicting that Faye Waboso is going to be a quality player in a year's time. In the Champions Cup at the weekend, he was looking great as well. So he's got a lot of votes. Hansen a bit lower than I thought. He's only on 10%. Darcy Graham could come back into it, absolutely. Freeman there, a few votes. Anyone else? Not really. It does look like a clear win for Lowe and Van der Merwe. Maybe Fewa-Busu on the bench, but I was saying Hugh Jones there. I think that is probably a smarter pick for the outside back on the bench. And who's going to be our fullback? Someone's winning, and it's Hugo Keenan. Of course it is. Mr. Perfect. Rarely makes a mistake. Still in great form. Kinghorn there as well. He's a versatile player. Could cover 10, so maybe a shout on the bench potentially, but I don't think so on this vote. Furbank and Stewart getting a few votes, but it is Keenan. So there is our starting team. Well done, guys, for voting. That was great fun. Let me know if you think you picked the right team. You guys are very wise, so I am going with this one as our predicted team for next year. We'll come back to it and see how close we were. If you like these sorts of videos, please do subscribe and like. That would be amazing, and I'll catch you next time.